So it's 4:00 and I'm calling this meeting of the Communications Outreach Subcommittee to order. The first meeting agenda item we have is the Galvin outreach update. So all if you have anything, we'd love to hear it.
Okay. So I've reached out to Mr. Colantoni on two separate occasions. One, to ask him to be on Get Up Galvin, and he did say that let me read you guys the email that he sent me. Let me just find it. Okay, so he responded to me after I asked him if he said, "Hello, we'd be honored to have the Youth Council be guests on Get Up Galvin. As soon as we get organized with our Get Up Galvin schedule, we will reach out to you to set things up. Thank you for thinking of us." So he has not reached out. He has not reached back out to us yet. And on the other occasion, I emailed him with a message that Anthony had written, introducing us to the school. I asked him to forward it to the student body because he is the principal, and I believe that we need permission to be sending it out through the email. So I was gonna ask, he did not respond to that email. So I was wondering if I should send it again to him in case he did not receive it. So what do you guys think I should do?
I would probably just send a follow-up.
Yeah,
okay.
For sure.
Like with
you could
the
even
attachment.
like reply to the email.
Okay.
And just say like, just wanted to make sure you got this. You could even be like, my computer's been a little weird, so just to not like put it on him.
Yeah. Okay.
But even if you were like politely like, I understand if you didn't see this, this is just a follow-up to remind you, like I'm sure he would completely understand.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds great. Okay, thank you. Okay, and that's it. I have no more updates for the Galvin.
All right, thank you. Hey, Catherine. All right, so the next thing is social media updates from Lauren and myself. So Lauren, do you want to go first?
Sure, I'll be pretty brief. Facebook's still pretty dry. I can check to see how many likes we have, or like how many people are that like liked the page. It's not much. I want to say, shoot, can I not see it? I want to say we have about like 20. Which is like good for Facebook, I guess.
I feel like that's good for Facebook.
Yeah. It's mostly like parents and older people. So yeah. I've still been doing the same thing of just kind of reiterating things that Alyssa has posted on Instagram. Yeah, that's really it.
All right, so the Instagram is basically the same as the Facebook right now. So if anybody's seen either of them, they're essentially the same. So I've used it for a little bit of like warrior logo kind of discussion, outreach kind of thing, polls and things like that. But that's about it, yeah. The Instagram's kind of dry right now too.
And I feel like we're like in the transition right now between like we just kind of finished like or our work isn't done with the warrior logo situation, but we're kind of transitioning to I think some other new work was probably for our next meeting. So I feel like for now we're kind of in this dry point.
Yeah.
But we'll get through it.
I agree.
Yeah, and then hopefully, well, wait, let me check the agenda. Okay, and then the next thing was like the whole meet the members thing that Lauren and I were talking about. So, I mean, I hope we can get that up and running soon. Have you made like a survey, Lauren? Would you still want to do that? Okay.
I might have. Did I not share it with you? I thought I did, but I probably didn't.
Maybe I just didn't see it. I don't get like notifications when people share things with me, so that could just be on me not checking my shared. But maybe we could send that out.
I don't think I did it. I'll do that right after I get off.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
But that is done. So, do we have is the waiver thing done? Do we know?
Hi guys, this is Kat.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, sorry, my computer was being really slow, so I just joined via my phone, but now it looks like I'm connecting on my computer. But I still haven't heard back from Tom Mullen, the town council. I did hear about you guys all got the email about the swearing in. I actually just saw Jenna's mom posted her getting sworn in on Facebook.
Oh.
But I don't think you guys can share it because we don't have the permission yet. So let me just follow up.
Okay.
I'll work on that. I'll CC Sherry, our admin who supports. She's my go-to to ask, how we can proceed with things. So I'll send her an email and ask her.
All right. And then maybe, Lauren, if you could just send that out to everybody.
Yeah.
So like they can submit whatever they're comfortable with. And then once we get the waivers signed and stuff, I can start posting like right away, hopefully.
So we're asking them for a photo, and they can either send a photo of themselves, selfie, or like you said, like a photo of them, their pet or something.
Yeah, I'll do that tonight when I get back from band, if that's all right.
Awesome. Thank you. And then, so the next thing is the Warrior logo press release. So Anthony, I know you and Jack were talking about writing something out.
Yes, we were. So we're hopefully gonna get started on that like soon, probably at the start of this weekend. And I don't expect it to take too long, so we should hopefully get it done probably by earlier next week. And yeah, I think it will just be kind of a review of one of the, I think that was our first like official vote that we cast outside of actually appointing the vice chair, chair, and secretary. So that's what obviously the press release will be sort of centered around. So that'll be I'm excited to get that going.
And then I think, Lauren, are you and Jenna putting something together for the school
What was that,
committee?
Catherine?
Oh, I just wanted to say, Anthony, I reached out to Jack about emailing the school committee about getting on their schedule. So it might work if you want to wait for the date. I suggested to Jack that Lauren, you actually be the one because you're the liaison to the school committee.
I think it's Anthony. Are you?
I'm liaison to it's like just the communication and digital media department, which is just Jennifer McDonald. That's my liaison.
So it's me, Jenna, and Alex that are with the school committee.
Well, and I also have news on that front that Alex has resigned from the youth council.
Okay.
I just got that information, so we can. So he actually didn't get sworn in, actually, but so it's just going to be you and Jenna now.
Okay.
But what you can do, is reach out to. Hopefully Jack will reach out to you about reaching out to the school committee and getting on their agenda, because what I was going to say, then Anthony can put that at the end of his press release, say we're going to be presenting our recommendations to the school committee on such and such date.
Okay, sounds good.
But
I'm sorry. Will the press release be, so that's going to be released on the day that we're recommending to the school committee that our proposal?
Probably like a little bit before, so people know that we'll be there, but like kind of in close proximity, I think would make the most sense.
Yeah, maybe like the same week or so.
Okay. That's yes.
To give people a little heads up, but yeah, just to wait until you have that date. So once from the head of the school committee, which is Mrs. Purcell, say, okay, yes, we have you slated on the agenda on, say, November 5th. Then you can send out your press release and say, and we will be on the school committee agenda on November 5th with our recommendations.
Got it. All right. Yes, thank you.
So then Lauren and Jenna, and then maybe Anthony will like do the whole like presentation kind of thing.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah.
good to know. All right. So obviously today was a very quick meeting because we're already on determined next meeting date.
Oh, hi guys. And I got here late because of my connection issues. Did Ollie have an update on Get Up Galvin?
I did explain that we still have not gotten a that we did get the response about Get Up Galvin, but we do not have a meeting date yet, like when we will be on Get Up Galvin. And we also talked about me sending a follow-up email to Mr. Colantoni about the introduction email because he never responded to me about it. So that was what I explained.
And do you have Amelia's contact info, Ollie?
Yes, I do have her contact info. The email that you sent out in the beginning with her email.
Yeah, if you reach out directly to her, because I know she's the Get Up Galvin intern, and she can maybe in her next meeting voice the need to get the youth council on there or flyer.
Yeah, I'll reach out to her about it. Thanks.
Great.
So how long do you guys think would be like reasonable?
Let's see.
So I believe is the next.
Do we have another like regular meeting scheduled yet?
I don't think so because
Oh, we don't.
Okay.
Right?
Jack
yeah.
was gonna do like the Google form.
Yeah.
I can text him about doing that.
Yeah, I was gonna say I wasn't sure if something got sent out and I just like missed it.
Yeah, I didn't
But-
get anything.
Okay. Cause
Yeah, Lauren, so you can get on Jack for that because we need
Yeah.
to get posted and scheduled and everything.
Yeah, I'll text
You
him.
guys do Doodle polls ever?
Hmm?
Do you guys participate? Do you guys use those at school or anything? Doodle polls?
I've never heard of it.
No.
Oh, they're great. So what it does is what Lauren, you and Jack could do or I could set it up for you. If you guys want to shoot me a bunch of dates and times, and then what we do is we send the link to everyone, and people say, click on all the times that work for them, and then Doodle will email you back and says, oh, it looks like Tuesday the 18th at 4 p.m. is the date that most people can do. So that way you're not sending a million emails around.
Perfect. That sounds great.
Yeah, so if you and Jack want to get together and brainstorm or communicate and brainstorm a bunch of dates and times, and then send them to me, I can put them in a doodle form and send them or doodle poll and send it to the team.
Okay, sounds good.
And I'll do a remind text to remind everyone that that's in there. So just a reminder for all of you communications team people, I do have the remind text, so I can always send a group text to remind everyone to check their email for something. And that just comes from me and it just goes right into the, you guys get those, so.
Yeah.
Just before we decide like the next meeting date, are we doing like a formal presentation type thing at the next meeting? Because I know Jack had mentioned it last meeting, like he thought we were going to do one. So I didn't know if we should just put like a little quick thing together.
I mean, I don't think it could hurt.
I could make like a quick update for the Galvin. I don't know.
Yeah, we could
Yeah,
all
that would be
do
great.
a little section
Yeah.
maybe.
Just like one slide, just like really basic. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
but,
sounds
like-
good.
Okay, I can like start a presentation and share it with you guys sometime in the next 2 days, if that's all right with everyone.
Yeah. It sounds good.
Sounds good.
And just remember, if anything interesting is going on in your liaison role and you think it'd be interesting to present, is shoot Jack an email to get on the agenda, because there might be interesting things happening.
So do we want to shoot for like 3 weeks? Is that like reasonable? Do you
I
guys
was,
that
think, I
sounds
was thinking
reasonable.
3 weeks.
Yeah, so would that be if we did another Thursday, the 29th?
Yeah. Would this
Okay.
time still work for everybody as of right now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So if anything changes, like with your schedules, just let me know because we're 3 weeks out. Even like the week before, we can still try and work around it to the best of our ability.
And this team might be working at that meeting to put together the presentation for the school committee.
Okay.
Oh, and I still have, and keep in mind the bi-monthly newsletter email, and hopefully, so I was planning on doing that for September and October. So hopefully, by next meeting, I should have like a close to it, or at least a complete final draft of that, ready to go whenever.
Great.
That's great. All right. So if nobody
and
has
thought about that, Anthony, as far as, I wonder if there'd be a way to, in there, like either email all the youth council members to say, is there an update from your like department mission that would be important for youth to know about? Or you could even email Steve Mayo and ask him if there's something that he would like, some kind of information that he would like to get out to the young people of Wakefield.
That's a really good idea.
I know there was there's recently that proposal to make that conference building like at the by the lake like a residential complex. I know that's a big thing going on right now.
Yep,
For
exactly.
example.
And there might be, and youth might be like, what's going on? You know, you see the signs around, but
Yeah.
are you in, oh no, I think the planning department. So I know William is going to the next planning meeting. Ollie, have you heard anything about this light pollution? Judy from the Conservation Commission was talking about.
Yes, she sent me an invitation, like not an invitation, she sent me a PDF about it. She told me that she would send me an invitation about it, where is it? The Starving for Darkness seminar invitation. Yeah, about the light pollution.
Yeah, no, it just I thought that was interesting because there's a connection between light pollution in teens sleep and mental health. So, you know, the thing that, you know, just all these issues and thinking about, okay, they're putting this up at the lake, how will it impact young people and how, you know, in different ways. So, and then,
yeah.
you know, and then thinking about Anthony, it'll be really interesting for you to think about, okay, so how do we communicate this in a way that's not like overwhelming where you're sending paragraphs. You can say, this is what's going on with the top of the lake and this is how it impacts young people in our community. So.
Does anybody have anything else they want to talk about before we adjourn? Oh, all right. Do I have a motion to adjourn the meeting?
I motion.
I second.
All in favor, please say aye.
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 Anyone opposing, say nay. All right. Thank you guys, and I'll see you at the next meeting.
Sweet. Bye.
Thank you. Have a nice
Bye.
day.